Hi guys, Alice Taylor down here at St Anne's Old Links. We've got sunshine out at last, a little bit warmer, and we're going to do what's in the bag for my new putter. Now, I've been using the Nike method, had a little accident on the driving range doing a long drive with some of the juniors, so it's bent, kind of can't get it back to where it needs to be, so going to be playing a little bit more this year. I know what style of putter, as in I've got a little bit of an arc to my stroke, so a little bit of toe hang is going to be really beneficial for my putting stroke. It helps me be as consistent as possible. But I've got three very different kind of putters to try today. We're going to use GC Quad. We're going to see what we kind of do with my path, see if I hold some putts with it, get some feedback on looks and feel, and see which is going to be the new weapon for the bag for 2017. So we're going to be testing the TaylorMade Spider, which is what Jason Day is using. Dustin Johnson using the black version, but as a Man United fan, it's got to be about the red out of those two. We're going to look at the Scotty Cameron Newport Selects, just very, very classic, very similar shape to my current Nike one that is unfortunately being retired. And we're going to go for the PXG Brandon. So kind of very high moment of inertia with the PXG and the TaylorMade. So certainly any off-center strikes we should see less kind of twisting from the putter. Scotty Cameron's the most kind of classic looking out of those, but let's get some putts hit. Let's see what performs best. We'll look at some numbers, like I said, off GC Quad. Kind of see if science kind of helps me a little bit. Looks and feel are always massive for me with putter, and like I said, whichever one works best, it's going in the bag. Okay then guys, so we've got kind of 10-foot putt, just outside left edge. I'm going to hit 6 putts with each. Obviously a massive thing about whether I get it in the hole or not, but I'm going to start with Scotty Cameron, then go PXG, then go TaylorMade Spider, look at some numbers from GC Quad on the iPad, and just basically see what works best. So, love the look of the Scotty Cameron, kind of putted with this style of putter kind of most of my golfing career. Feels nice off the putter face, and certainly for me there, club path 1.9 degrees from the inside, launch 0.3 degrees, and I hit up 3.5 degrees, so certainly for me I always feel like I want to hit down on putts a little bit more. That felt a better stroke. In she goes. So kind of my path was just slightly out to in. Hit up 1.2 degrees, so kind of closer to what I wanted. But ultimately the ball went in there, so that's good. Again, club path 2.3 degrees from the inside. Okay, so we're going to keep going. Only 1 out of 3 holes so far. A little bit pace here. And certainly club path 3.4 degrees from the inside. So a little bit of inconsistency with the stroke. Maybe see if that improves as change putters. Again, another one that's found its way into the hole. Again, 1.6 degrees from the inside, so we've still got that little arc going, which is quite comfortable with that. Like I said, I think the putter looks lovely behind the ball. Kind of feel-wise is a little bit different from what I have been using. Just beat me on pace there. So, and again, kind of slightly out to in. Okay guys, so 6 putts with the Scotty Cameron. I mean, for me, generally speaking, my arc a little bit from the inside. I think this would take a little bit of getting used to feel-wise, but love the looks. So we're going to move from here on to PXG. Right then guys, so we've had 3 out of 6 with the Scotty Cameron. So really good stats from kind of this range. Move on to PXG, kind of very, very different looking. Still very classic blade, but certainly with the tungsten weights in the back, kind of a lot more visual tech. So quite like the way the black sits behind the ball, frames it really nicely. very different feel. Just beat me for pace a little bit there. Just getting a little bit from the inside with the stroke. I'm expecting to see this with all these. Feels kind of very easy to aim with the kind of black head with the white line on the back. Just felt like I pulled that a little bit. So again, yeah, just pulled that kind of just less than a degree. It's not too bad, but feels kind of, for me, feels a lot softer off the PXG. Again, so just find it a little bit tougher with speed control with different insert. Again, a little bit from the inside, 0.4 degrees from the inside. Still probably just hitting up a little bit more than I would like to see. So none from 3 as a results perspective. So all 3 of these need to go in to tire the Scotty Cameron. So a little bit short on pace. Again, path just very, very slightly from the inside. Again, launch nice and straight. Again, really seeing some good consistent numbers with PXG, if maybe the results aren't quite there. Finally, hold on. Okay, so felt I was kind of very consistent with my stroke. Felt speed-wise I was a little bit off with PXG. I think feel-wise that's very different from anything I've used before. So that would probably take a little bit more practice. But we'll try and look at some numbers of all the putters side by side. But finally, I'm going to switch on to the TaylorMade putter. Right then guys, so finally onto Spider. So kind of mallet design. So again, very high moment of inertia. Should help me get the ball setting off straight. Club shouldn't twist at all at impact. Very different looking for me. I mean, it's a long time since I've used a mallet, but it's not face balanced, so this is still going to work with my stroke. So I'm going to be just down the left side. So it feels, again, very quick off the putter face. Still, for me, probably a little bit of work needed. Still hitting up on it a touch more than I would like to see with putter. So it's in there. Again, a little bit from the inside. So path of my stroke feels good, kind of feels nice and consistent. Definitely feel I'm kind of just hitting up on the ball a little bit too much, or a little bit more than I would like. Very quick off the face. And yeah, so that one kind of just pulled that a little bit more than I would like to see. 0.6 stroke was a little bit straighter, didn't arc quite as much. So last 3, and then we can look at some stats and make a decision as to what might be going in the bag. So again, stayed down the left. Again, that stroke a little bit straighter. So, need another couple going in. Got a good stroke, good result. So felt poor stroke technically, kind of a lot from the inside. Let's go one final one. So just didn't break quite as much as I thought. 2 degrees from the inside again, still hitting up a little bit too much. Okay then guys, so if we just went on results, Scotty Cameron, 3 out of 10. I think TaylorMade was 2, same as PXG. Let's look at some numbers before we talk about looks and feel, and then kind of make that decision from there. So if we look at the Scotty Cameron, we've got average angle of attack 2.5 degrees up, which I said all the way through the video, I'm not really looking to hit up, I'm looking to hit down a little bit more. But 2.5 degrees, 2.2 degrees with PXG, and 2.3 degrees with the Spider. So really, really consistent on angle of attack. Club path, we saw 1.4 degrees to the right with the Scotty Cameron, 1.9 with PXG, and 2.3 with the Spider, but there was that weird one that was 6.3, which I think I've just aimed poorly and kind of pulled it with that. So if we take that off, 1.3. So, I mean, for me, if I look at stats, we're probably just between the Spider and the Scotty Cameron. Right then guys, so like I said, looking at numbers, Spider or Scotty Cameron, if I go on just results, Scotty Cameron wins. And I have to be honest, if I go on kind of looks, I think Scotty Cameron definitely fits my eye. It's more like the putters I've used in the past. I'll try not to bend this one on the range next time. But think, I've had Scotty Cameron in the past and always putted well with it. Think for this year, we're going to go Scotty Cameron Newport putter. Right then guys, so really appreciate you watching my videos as ever. Hopefully you've enjoyed another what's in the bag. So putter this time, already got driver out there, fairway wood and irons. Still got to make my decision on wedges, but I'm going to do that in the next couple of days. I've got a Pro-Am up at Archerfield, so I need to get the kit sorted this week so I can practice and get used to it. Follow me on all the social media platforms, subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.